So what's up guys, welcome back to another episode of Gioni Drive, and on this episode we are gonna take my 240Z interior from looking like this to looking like this. But first, here is a quick story of how this 240Z ended up looking like this. If you look at this sunroof, it's one of the largest you are going to see on a 240Z. And I was wondering why they made it this big, because there are 240Z that comes with a sunroof, but it's tiny. But this is more like a targa top. The interesting story is this car is painted Porsche white. I thought about it and I did some research, and that's when I looked at these side mirrors. They are from Porsche 944. As you can tell, they look nice. I'm going to keep them. I'm not changing these. And that's when I made the connection with the sunroof. And actually when I bought the car, it came with two tailgates. It came with this one and another one that was original on the car, and that one had a huge tail over here. It looked like a 911. They were trying to mimic a Porsche somehow. So they just bought a sunroof. They measured how big that sunroof is and they cut a hole that big. That's why this 240Z has such a huge sunroof. All the little mechanism on here, they are from a Porsche 944. At one point I thought about grafting a new roof and make it a coupe and remove this. But I think it's unique. I'm going to keep it, and I'm just going to put like a half a roll cage back here. So in this video, I'm going to reupholster the headliner and also reupholster the sunroof itself. So well, there's not going back now. So this is the headliner. I still have to remove the headliner on the sunroof, but that looks relatively easy. It's a pretty big piece. Let's see how big it is. This is a little bit over 3 feet, and let's see this way, and 2 feet. One thing I have to do is take this off. I'll reupholster this. It's my first time doing this, so it might not look as good, but I'll do my best. So as I'm taking this off, you can see it actually does have the original vinyl from Porsche. They just put glue on top of it and reupholstered it. But if I can get rid of the glue, if it's not in a very bad condition, I can just run it the way it is. I was trying not to damage it when I took this out. On the inside, it was trying to come out a little bit. has taken me almost 2 days. This is the second day trying to clean this thing, but it's in very good condition, so I might not even reupholster it. I think I'll just leave it the way it is. I'm using Goo Gone. It almost feels like leather, but I don't want to damage it, so I have to use a plastic scraper. Well, it's a new day, still working on the 240. You can see there is some rust where they did the welding over here. So this is glue. My job today is to clean all this up, and I'm going to paint it so it doesn't rust. It's surface rust, and then I'll put the foam again, and then I'll put the vinyl on top so we can complete the headliner. So I just finished spray painting that area. I used this Stop Rust by Rust-Oleum. So I spray painted that. It doesn't look pretty. It's not meant to look pretty. I just want to stop the rust from continuing. See, I kind of painted the color that matches this. This is brown, the original one. Another paint just to make it look a little nicer. So I'm doing the back, and you can see this structure. They cut the roof right around here, but they put these welds here. So there's a weld here, another one here, there. So there are 4 of them back here, and they have some surface rust. I just hit them with wire brush, so I'll clean them up. And this is not rust here, this is glue. Oh, this is glue here. So the rust is only on these welds that they did. They had drainage system. I think on the other side it was clogged because there's a little rust that I had to clean up over there. But this one is still working. So I just finished adding the foam pad here. This was the original one that was here before. I added some more here, and it goes all the way back. Over here I just left what was there before. Now I'm going to try to fit the headliner down here. So here I'm making a template for the headliner. You can see I gave myself extra material on the front, on the side. I traced out where the sunroof is. So this is the sunroof, and then I give myself like an inch or 2, and I labeled the side and the front so I don't get confused. So I'll cut this out, and then right on top of this start cutting this one to size. But this is the material I'm using. So here I'm trying to fit the vinyl. You can see I cut it into size, holding it with some duct tape and some pegs. So all I have left is actually to put glue on the back and glue on the roof. So this has taken me a couple days because of trial and error. I had to make a bunch of templates for this, but I decided to go ahead and just glue it up there and trim the edges to fit and see where we go. So this is headliner version 1, but this was recommended by a lot of people. It's a 3M headliner adhesive, and this can handle some high heat. The dry time is about 60 minutes here. So I have made some good progress on the headliner. So on the inside I do have to trim this along the door seal, but I did trim the front, so I tacked it under there a little bit. It still has a little bit of glue that I have to clean up, but the front is done. You can see it has some wrinkles here, but that's because I put an even foam behind it, so I can fix that later. So on the back is a little bit wrinkled, but that doesn't matter because there is this piece that normally goes over here and covers most of it. So I'll clean this and paint it black, just like these plastic pieces. And then there are some holes I have to cut back here. There's a dome light that goes over here, but I'm finishing up the headliner. So what I'm doing here is just folding this vinyl to the edge. There's a little lip here, and then there is weather strips that goes all around here on the inside. Alright, so here is a finished product. I still have to fix the weather strip so the sunroof can actually sit inside. Sitting a little high. I'm still working on it, it's not done. You can see there's some wrinkles here, There's a plastic piece that covers this whole region, so I had to install that. And there's another plastic piece that goes on that window, and it goes all the way to the roof also. So the back not 100% done. I'm working on the dome light and painting this piece because that too is different color. You can see the sunroof is done. I decided not to reupholster it like this one. You can see this one is perforated, but this one is not. This is the original from Porsche. It looks good enough, so I decided to keep it that way, and I think it matches with the sun visors. So this and the sun visors will not be perforated, only the headliner will be perforated. Again, I'll add this video there. The next time it might be the coilovers. I'll take the car to the shop to get those welded on and installed. But I want to thank you guys for your support. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.